Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 16, 2022. And today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, it's the day after the FOMC rate decision. And as such, volatility returns to the markets. But first, looking at the major economic events of the day out of Great Britain, later today at 1 p.m. South African time, we have an official bank rate number coming out. Now, looking at the various markets, we've got the Forex pairs, the major pairs bounce off support, while the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ bounce after the Fed announcement. The reason I say bounce in parentheses, let's see if it's sustainable. Looking at commodities, gold rebounds. When oil retraces after the number. Now looking at the stocks, the tech stocks were the ones that bounced the most yesterday. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, also Bitcoin bouncing. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So after the dust settles, we're looking here at the Euro-USD at a 4-hour chart, and pretty much we are at par on 103,400-ish level. Now, we had a high of 105 and a low of 103.80, and we're right smack in the middle of that. Okay, with that said, just take it for what it's worth right now. It's not at its high, it's not at its low, but it did make a triple low, okay, which made that double bottom over there. Okay, the reason I say triple, because if we look at historic levels, we did hit this before, and we're looking at this on a monthly rate, and the last time we hit here was 2017. So this is really a catalyst for it to bounce off of, but if it does close below this 103.40-ish level, then we may see it break down even further, okay? But we're at a crossing point right now, and not just with the Euro-USD. Also looking at the GBP-USD, we bounced yesterday, but didn't sell off as aggressively as the Euro did. Now looking at the GBP coming out with this major interest rate decision out of the official bank rate from Great Britain, okay, we've got a few levels here that we have to keep abreast about. Okay, there is resistance here at this 121-ish level, and there is support on 119, so keep that in mind. Now looking at a weekly, just to give us perspective, there is support here. Okay, so that is major support, so keep that in mind. If this doesn't break down further, we could see it bounce. Now looking at the Australian dollar, did not retrace as strongly as some of the other pairs, showing some strength at least in the short term. Okay, maybe it'll play catch up a little bit later. Now looking at commodities, jumping into gold, trading at 1832. It's sideways trading right here, right also in the smack middle, kind of like what the euro is doing. Okay, it's not on its upper sphere, it's not on its lower sphere, but it's right there in the middle as well. Now looking at crude oil, we did retrace yesterday. It's the first time we've been under 119 for over a week. So this has sustained itself at this 123 and did push further. Now we do have support on 112, so keep that in mind. Okay, so going into the summer months, this is normally a major trading time period. Now looking at the Dow Jones trading right now at 30,542. We're looking at a monthly. Just give us perspective. We're down 6,000 points on the Dow Jones so far this year, getting close to recessionary kind of sell-off. Okay, we're getting close also to a bounce, which means that we may see it bounce to 31,000. Keep that in mind if that actually does happen. If it doesn't, then this could go further down. Now there is support at 28,500-ish level, but if it does break that, we could go back to the 25,000-ish level as well. Now looking at the NASDAQ did make a low yesterday, but did rebound as well together with the tech stocks. So specifically, Apple rebounded a little bit yesterday to 135. Microsoft rebounded a little bit more to 251, pushing that higher. If we look at some of the other ones, Facebook did not do as much, 169 up from 163-ish level. So, you know, altogether, yeah, this is maybe a short covering. Maybe we'll get a squeeze. It doesn't look like we'll get a squeeze, and if we don't get a short squeeze, that means we're going to go further down. Now, lastly, looking at JP Morgan, also on that lower level, but needs to see that bounce. Okay, we need to see actually this take it higher, potentially for it to recover somewhat of the real estate that it's already lost. Now, looking lastly at Bitcoin, Bitcoin did bounce off that 20,000. We're trading right now at 21,800, and again, you got to check this out to see if it's going to be a dead cat bounce, which means that ultimately it's going to go back down to its lows and possibly break even lower. So keep that in mind as this is still digesting in the market. This is Fred Razak, and I wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.